Hi traders, it's Ben Ngoo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about how I got funded in 4 days. Now before we get into the video, smash that subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe. I said subscribe twice. Anyways, just do all those fun stuff. Let's get into it. So you might be having questions like how I got funded in 4 days. Well, to clarify that, it is 4 trading days. So I actually had to wait for the minimum trading days, which is part of the requirements for MFF to get funded. So I waited 5 days for the challenge, 5 days for the verification. So phase 1, phase 2 for 5 days each, which is 10 days in total. But the amount of times I traded was about 4 days, so that makes it 4 trading days. As I said, 4 trading days. My last video I talked about how I got funded, like how I passed the verification and got funded in 1 day. So I passed verification in a day, passed the challenge in 3 days. So phase 1 3 days, phase 2 1 day, and that's just it. So it happened like that. That doesn't necessarily mean all the challenge, like all challenges or evaluation I take is going to be like that, like I'll be funded in 4 days or pass the challenge in 4 trading days. No, it doesn't always work like that, because the market is not the same all year round. Okay, the market changes, and for me that period it was very good for my trading style. So I had very good trades, and it was just easy to pass it. But sometimes it might be difficult. So if you are probably struggling with your um, evaluation phase, like your challenge and verification, and if you are like consistent on your personal account and you're finding difficulties, probably it's just a period which you are trading might not really suit your trading style. So it just is like that. Okay, so like current situation I am now, my funded account, um the market is not really moving in my favor. So been having a couple of break-even trades and break-even trades and break-even trades for the past week. So it happens like that. Okay, I'm yet to make anything on my foreign account. So you'll be like, oh, you passed your challenge verification in 4 trading days, how come your own foreign account you're yet to make any profits? It's just like that. This period the market has just been like move back to my key level, like move out, move back to my key level. It's not really moving the way I want it to. So that's just where it is. I'm just trying to keep this video short, precise, and straight to the point as possible. And for new traders, they think, okay, this is easy. It is not. I'm not trying to like tell you guys, oh, it's easy to get funded in just a couple of days. No, it takes time. You have to build up your confidence, your skill, your experience before you're able to do stuff like that. Okay, it doesn't just happen in 1 day. You can't just start trading like 2-3 months and you're like, oh, I'm about to get funded in 2 days. No, that kind of mentality is going to kill your trading. Okay, you have to take the time to really understand what you're doing. Like for someone like me, the way I trade, you can check down my trade breakdowns. You see, like I know my stuff like like very well. If you wake me up anytime, any single time of the day to break down the charts, it's the same way I'll break down charts every single day. Same thing, same rules, specific, detailed, defined rules. So that's just where trading should be. You should have rules, so it's like it gets very simple for you to trade. So like if I get on the charts, I just look at my like the pairs I'm looking at, and if they don't really follow the rules, I'm not taking that trade. So that's where it should be. It must tick every single box. Okay, you don't just go to the chart and just do whatever you like there. No, the goal here is to preserve your capital, protect your capital. So the profits will just come as a result of protecting your capital. So that's just it. So let's just get to the charts and let me break down a couple of trades I took this week, just to help those still struggling, so they see the kind of like the way I trade, my style and all that. So that's just it. Hi traders. So I just want to break down some of the trades I've taken on my funded account so far this week. It's been a tough week, a challenging week for me because I've just been taking break-even trades on break-even trades. I think about 4 break-even trades and five break-even trades, and for 3 of those trades actually went to hit my targets. So it's actually psychologically challenging when you have a trade just tap you out at break even and move to your target is annoying, to be honest. The most as in the most annoying part is if you take a loss just after that, man. It could ruin your trading for the week. So that's just it. And that's it basically. I'll break down the trades. I'll take this. I just took one a couple of minutes ago, so we'll break that down and show you guys my thought process behind it and everything, my entry. So you can see GJ is completely like is in a mess currently. The price action here isn't really the best, but we can actually interpret it by each like candle by candle. I think that's the best way to really understand what price is doing and also take a trade. So I took the trade on this particular 4-hour candle, and the reason was because let's look at the daily. Okay, so let's look at the daily. Okay, looking at the daily, we can see price is rejecting a critical resistance around here. So there's obviously a level here because we can see this week, these candles didn't really, they kind of like reacted before this had this strong break to the downside. And we had this rejection, this slight rejection, this rejection. So previously closed as a rejection. This gave a top week. It was already like forming the bottom week when I took the trade. So I was like, okay, we could see price push all the way down. Okay, so it makes sense to sell. Okay, there was like price actually supports selling based on the daily. Looking at the 4-hour, we can see how this kind of like formed. Like this is kind of like a double top, I guess. It's kind of like a double top. We had this strong week push all the way down. This kind of like from slight bearish candle. This rejected from this, and this was pushing all the way down. So I was like, okay, fine. If we have a break below here, we should see price. This is a clean range. Fill this to the downside. So actually refine this on the 1-hour, which makes sense on the 1-hour. Okay, looking at the 1-hour, I work with clean levels only. Looking at the 1-hour, we can see just a break below the support. Let me take this back just before this formed. Okay, good. So price was like this when I woke up, and we can see this is a clean range. There's a very high chance of price just mirroring this exact move to this next level of support here. So this was obviously my target here. So with a break of this low, this support, I was expecting price to push to this next level here. So this was obviously my target. This was my trade level. So I was monitoring the break. Actually, this is a trade I took on the 5 minutes, 5 minutes entry confirmation. Just because according to my rules, 5 minutes is supposed to be the entry. Sometimes I take on 1 minute. It all depends on the time frame and just some extra stops why I take trades on, like why I choose 1 minute over 5 minutes or 5 minutes over 1 minute. So this was 5 minutes, and it makes sense. It made sense 5 minutes. So you can see this hourly candle closed very strong at this level. So as the next candle was pushing into this level, I was monitoring the 5 minutes, looking to take entry with the break of this. So let's look at the 5 minutes real quick. Okay. So what do I want to see on the 5 minutes? Looking at the 5 minute, this is like a large range on the 5 minutes. Okay. So if you take a 5 minute entry with this 1 minute, with this 1-hour range, you should have like a very good risk to reward. So I was waiting to see like price from like a resistance or something, just to show that okay, price is ready to start pushing bearish. Okay, now we can see, okay, let's move one more candle. So we can see this has already formed a resistance here. Okay, price from this low high. So once price breaks this low, like forming a lower low, that'll be where I'll take my entry, which is pretty simple. So my stop loss just above this makes sense, okay? Because if price is trending down on the 4-hour, it should trend down the 4-hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, so I'm expecting the 5 minutes to respect his own structures and just continue pushing all the way down. So like that was the concept of this trade. Risk to reward is about around 2.9 ish. We had this break, lower low formed, trade triggered. So my entry was about somewhere here, 1.9, yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, okay. TP was somewhere here. Price moved 1-to-1. I think this was about 1-to-1. I moved my stop loss to break even at about 1-to-1 because if I'm already at 1-to-1, I'm already like in profits, exact same amount I did risk, and I don't really want to like hold the trade longer. So 1-to-1, I moved my stop loss to break even. I was expecting that momentum. You see, price broke with this momentum. I was expecting a slight pullback, push with that momentum. Unfortunately, price tapped me out at break even, and price moved all the way to targets. Now, you definitely, when some traders are watching this video, you hear a lot of criticism that, oh, why didn't you move your stop loss with structure? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, this is how I trade, and there are reasons why I do things the way I do things, and price just like went to target. So this was a very annoying trade. I got pissed. Like, why would you have to stop me at break even? This is just like about few pips. I think about 2 pips, I guess. 2 pips, and price just it was heartbreaking, to be honest. Really heartbreaking, but that's it. So that's it. If you guys like the video, subscribe, like, comment. Just see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.